All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So today we are drawing more freaking frieren because the trend is like freaking blowing up now. Cosplayers and 3D artists as well are like joining into the trend. So today we are drawing more frieren. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Okay, but before that, I want to say something. Hold on. I swear to God, I will say something. Give me a minute. All right, I want you to see this particular artist. He's absolutely sick in his art style. I want you to see that. Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me turn on my Twitter. Yeah, here we go. All right, look at this. Look at this. This artist is absolutely crazy. All right, he does crazy work. Look at this. His colors are crazy. Look at this shit. Absolutely freaking crazy. Look at this shit. All right, I do not understand how artists do this kind of like colors shit. This is crazy colors. Look at this. Hold on, let me, this one as well. Very cool. Let me show you one kind of like photo. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, this one as well. Look at this, the matrix colors. Jesus Christ, this is so cool. This is also really cool. There was this one. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Holy shit. All right, so we are drawing. We are kind of like studying his stuff today. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Hold on. Hold on, there is one more. Hold on, give me a minute. He does the Neurosama kind of like stuff all the time. So we have studied Yenkurl and a lot of other kind of like Twitter artists. Now we are studying him. All right, like not actually studying him, but trying to get some colors out of him. So yeah. Anyways, let me save all these. I have them on my Discord, so let me kind of like save all these and yeah, and then we will begin. So, and I will tell you what are we doing today. Hold on, give me a minute. God damn it, man. Holy shit. Alright, give me a minute. Let me just save his stuff and then bring it over to yeah, alright. We have 4 photos of his stuff. Alright, we got him. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so as to why I wanted to do this is because I wanted to, you know, level up, first and foremost level up my color, but also because when I was like drawing this day before yesterday, okay, this one, alright, day before yesterday, I kind of like struggled because there were kind of like outlines. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is like, we are gonna do something like this. Hold on. Today we are gonna do, yeah, something like this. Alright, we're gonna take stills from the actual frieren anime, okay, and then I'm either gonna copy them like exactly the same, because frieren does not have a lot of kind of like extreme angles or something like that. Okay, so I'm either gonna copy them like something like exactly like that, or what we're gonna do is we're gonna slightly modify them like into this perspective kind of like thing. All right, and then we're gonna apply our own freaking colors using his art style. Where did he go? Hold on. Using his coloring style, sorry, not art style, coloring style, I mean. Sorry. Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Crazy guy. Holy shit. I'm gonna keep them right over here so that y'all can also see what I've been cooking. All right, let's do it. Okay. All right, so most of my stuff is like I've kind of like tend to go very dull colors and shit, and this guy is like not so dull. He's like, his contrast is super cool, so we're gonna try and do that. So lately I've been going like kind of like dull colors, so yeah, I need to change that, because I have been like kind of like trying to study hold on. Yeah, I've been trying to study like muted colors, so I kind of like went with like the dull freaking colors. All right, so yeah, anyways, let's do this. Gonna make this small thumbnails, nothing too big, don't worry about it, okay, because we are drawing fast. So the whole idea of this exercise is to, one, draw fast, okay, one, keep it simple, and have a lot of freaking colors, while also keeping in mind about all of the perspective and shit. All right, so yeah. Okay, hold on, let's not do that just yet. So that's Fern standing over there. Holy shit, what the hell did I did? Okay, I do not know how this is gonna go, but alright. Let's see. I have a bad feeling about this one. Really bad feeling. This is gonna be a freaking waste of time. Yep. Alright, and then there is Frieren over here. Hold on. Let me just draw her. Jesus Christ, it's the same freaking color. as a goddamn man. Yeah, the problem with this is the original kind of like colors, they are like very muted, so it's kind of like difficult to get it to work. Okay, let's trust the process. Let's see what happens. All right, let's see what happens. And then there is this guy, I forgot his name, Zoltrak. No, it's not Zoltrak. It's this other guy. Like his name is like different. All right, that's what I mean. His name is freaking different. So I'm gonna draw him like very far away, since he's like in kind of like a smaller perspective. The scene over here is like they have drawn him like very close to each other, like all of the three characters, but we are gonna draw him like very far away. Okay, so these are, I think, the base freaking colors. All right, almost like the base freaking colors. All right, now we will start to modify the stuff. I don't know why I'm like speaking in a different accent. I'm stupid, sorry about that. Yeah, now we will start to modify the colors differently. So yeah, I think this turned out good enough in terms of freaking colors, at least. Okay, now let me just do some finishing touches and then we will modify the colors. All right. Pretty good so far, I guess. Hello, what's up man? Shelly and Bassi Exploration, what's up? Hello, welcome. Sorry if I'm like not paying attention because I'm like painting stuff and like figuring out the colors and shit. Sorry for that. All right, there we go. Okay, so these are the basic freaking colors. All right, now we will start to modify the freaking colors. All right, yeah. Yeah, here we go. All right, so look at this. Yep, there we go. This single color, this single blue color in her hair is like literally popping the painting right out of the canvas, like the whole freaking painting. Okay, this single change of color. Right, I haven't even applied anything else just yet. This single freaking change of color is like popping the painting right out of the canvas. All right, so yeah, only a single change of color. And there is another single change of color popping the painting right out of the canvas. That is not as necessary, but still, you get my point. Then we can start doing some crazy stuff over here, like for example moving the color to kind of like a magenta, because the sky color is like gonna mix up. Okay, and then it's like gonna turn it into a freaking magenta. All right, kind of like a crimson hue. Yeah, look at that, something like that. Then over here, this can be a bit darker. Look at this. I don't know why, but Fern seems like really freaking fat. Oh my god. Why did I make her fat? Not everywhere, okay, not everywhere. We can have a kind of like a part of it, like somewhere. All right, not everywhere though. Then this thing can be kind of like this, perhaps. Yeah, something like that. Yep, it's kind of lighter in the actual drawing, but okay. Yeah, there we go, something like that. You can have colors like this. And also, yes, I kind of like want to add in the grays as well, because well, grays are grays, they are necessary. Yeah, there we go. No, 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 no. Okay. And I think to finish this off, what I can do is like have some reds around his body, but that is like not necessary, but all right, man. Oh god, sorry. Yeah, have something like this. Yeah, look at this, look at this, look at this, guys. And for frieren we can have some blues as well. Yep, look at that. For the grass we can have a bit of blue. Nah, it does not look good. All right, we can darken the grass though. Yep, something like that. Keep it dark and beautiful. For the scenery, okay, over here, okay, now I have an idea over here. Okay, this is a very kind of like a morning kind of like scene. So in the morning, most of the colors are like peach and purple and peach and blues and something like that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna push the colors, yeah, something like this. Towards magentas, and then we are gonna have a magenta hue over here. Yep, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, this turned out like not so bad, at least like somewhat good. I don't know, not on the level of this thing, but all right. All right, let's do this. I think the grass is like too dark in my opinion. Yeah, the problem, okay, so the problem with frieren colors is like they are very muted, so it's like a tricky thing to kind of like make it very colorful. All right, like really freaking tricky. It's really tricky to make it like colorful. Really freaking tricky. All right, let's go. Let's move on to the next one. All right, next one is, hold on, let me eat my food while I'm like drawing. There is literally no one today. Yesterday there were like so many people. Yeah, sometimes YouTube just shuts me off, like really. I think this is mid. This is not as good, but okay, we can try better. All right, moving on. Let's not waste our times. Time's are wasted. This is a night scene. Yeah, I'm gonna make it like really saturated this time. I just want it to be like really freaking saturated. All right. Yeah, night scenes are kind of like easier to draw because like there's like no color other than the saturated colors and the black. Night scenes are like easier to draw, definitely. That's Heiter, by the way. Yeah. I'm drawing Heiter now. Yep, there we go. And also, what else? There is like something remaining. I'm forgetting. Yep, Heiter is done, and then there is like, I forgot his name. Oh my god, I forgot this guy's name. Not Himmel though. Yeah, it's kind of like cold today also, so I'm kind of cold. My feet is like freaking, I have cold feet now. Yeah, so all of these colors are like very grounded, so that is the I think that is the problem, or maybe I have like skill issues. That may be the problem. Anyways, that's not the point. Freaking all of these freaking colors are very grounded to reality. I can of course go on ahead and increase the freaking saturation and shit. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, fine. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep, there we go. There we go. That's what we're gonna do. Increase saturation. Oh my god, there is also Himmel, the hero. Yeah, this was a big scene. I'm sorry, but this was like really freaking big scene. I'm not gonna detail the eyes and shit. Okay, his hair is like kind of like silver, so I'm gonna do a violetish kind of like hue. He has the bob cut. Bro has the bob cut. Bro has the sickest bob cut of them all. Alright, this is done. Female done. Yeah. So what I've kind of like found out is that when you do these opposite kind of like colors, alright, then it kind of like vibrates a lot. The colors kind of like vibrate a lot, okay, and then it starts looking really beautiful. So yeah, I think that is the key. It's hard. Color is definitely hard because it's unpredictable, and it can have a lot of variations, like millions and trillions of freaking variations. That is the problem over there. All right. So yeah, that is a problem, and that's our hero. Sorry, I mean heroine. Frieren. Yep, she's looking weird, but okay, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. Alright. Yep. Yeah, these are also fine, nothing too crazy. In fact, the first one kind of like turned out better than this one. I feel that is the case. Oh yeah, I forgot the color of the Jesus Christ fire over here. Fire is also tricky because it is like very bright, but the way you make it kind of like bright is by choosing the outline color of the flower. So sorry, fire. All right. Yeah, Hyter not looking so hot though. Hyter not looking so hot. It's fine. It's fine. We can make him hot. Yeah, the colors in the scene are like all over the place. Let me just pick out the colors. They're like freaking all over the place. I'm not even gonna freaking pick out the color. Hold on. I'm just gonna move on. All right, there we go. Woo! Yep. All right, this is at least somewhat colorful. All right, nothing too crazy like this. All right, but at least this is like something. Nothing too crazy like this. Something, at least this is something. Anyways, let's move on. What is next? I'm gonna choose a simpler one. Hold on. I'm gonna choose a simpler one. Jesus Christ, these are difficult ones. All right, this can be exciting. This is a very simple one, but kind of like an action, kind of like after an action scene. All right. Hold on. Let me see more. Okay, yeah, this is, we are gonna go with this. Okay, let's, Jesus Christ, why did I close the drawings? Yep, it is difficult to kind of like make something that is like dull very colorful. it is indeed difficult to do that. Alright, let's do this. This scene is gonna be epic. I know it. Alright. The shadow color is done. Now we will start adding more colors to this. Alright, I think we have got it. I think I will add some sort of like light to this. Hold on. Yeah, something like that. We'll add some sort of light. Yep, there we go. That's it. I think this turned out like really good as compared to the other ones, I guess. So yeah. Like a very dynamic kind of like colors. Okay, something else that I can do is like make some kind of like color adjustments over here. Let's see. Alright, I think that's it. Yep. Pretty decent job, nothing too crazy, but we are moving on. Alright, these colors are really freaking, these colors are hard to kind of like do. Yeah, but we are gonna do that, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I forgot to kind of like shift some of the colors over here. Hold on, let me do that. Yep, these are even better than previous one. Oh shit, it's Keto Animation! What's up? You're drawing in PC or iPad or the device? I am drawing in PC. I'm drawing in PC. Blanket, sorry for the last time I left when it's fine. The birthday stream kind of like ended. So yeah, I'm kind of nervous for my Khasi exam or Khaki exam tomorrow because I'm actually kind of weak in the subject. What is Khasi exam? I'm kind of stressing. I don't know what to do. I don't want to fail this. If you don't want to fail, then just, I don't know, study, I guess. And what is Khasi exam, by the way? I don't know what kind of like exam shit that you're freaking giving. That seems sus, man. Alright, let me eat my food. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my food, then I'm gonna do it. So this one and this one turned out like really good. Alright, this one especially turned out really good. This one, because of the highlights and I don't know, opposite colors, I guess. Alright, this one also fine. This one is like kind of like weird. The colors are like all over the place, so I'm like kind of like skeptical about this one. Maybe if I turn this into a kind of like blues, then it might be good. I don't know. Yeah, these colors are like all over the place, but now it looks kind of like fine because of the blue. So yeah, but still it's like kind of all over the place, so whatever, man. Like there are too many characters over there, so that's why it's like all over the freaking place, the colors in that scene. And those colors can be like a lot better in my opinion. Sorry. Yeah, there is literally no one today, but this was like important stuff. All right, hold on. Let me wash my hands and I'll be right back. All right, give me a minute. I'm back, guys. Okay. So let me explain why colors are freaking difficult. All right, why the hell colors are freaking difficult? Hold on, give me a minute. Why the hell colors are difficult? Give me a minute. Okay, so the reason for colors being so freaking difficult is because there are freaking yeah, look at that, so beautiful. Okay, so the reason for colors being like very difficult is because there are like 16 point, I don't know, 5 or 3 million colors. Okay, now in those 16.5 million colors you can just pick up one color, okay, and that would be kind of like your color. All right, but if you kind of like pick up another color in that 16.5 million, okay, and then combine it with the first color, then that immediately creates a, I don't know, a different kind of like style. All right, a different tone or different style. All right, so there can be 16.5 million variations of colors. All right, there can be 16.5 million variations of color. All right, of a single color. But when you combine with both of the, I'm sorry, I may be like getting my math wrong. Okay, I'm not a math guy. Sorry about that. All right, so but when you combine it with like other colors, okay, then you kind of like multiply the 16.5 into another 16.5 or into 2. Okay, it is either into 2 or into 16.5. so that's a big number that you kind of like get. Okay, this is I'm kind of like sounding really freaking stupid, so I should stop this. Okay, but so what I want to say is like there are a lot of different, there can be a lot of different variations of color. All right, so that's what I wanted to say. There can be a hell lot of variations of color. All right, okay, now let me choose another scene. Sorry, this time I'm going to choose something difficult. Not a darkened scene, but kind of like a difficult scene. Yeah, alright. We will choose this one. I'll choose this one. This is a flower kind of like scene, and it's like very bright. So bright scenes are often kind of like challenging to kind of like paint very colorful and very beautiful. So that's why we are gonna do that. Bright scenes are definitely very challenging. So this red and yellow kind of like things, these are just flowers, alright? These are flowers that frieren is like sitting in. Yep, there we go. And over there it's some greenish kind of like hue. And there is a bluish hue as well. Oh my god. So beautiful. So freaking beautiful. And then above that is a whitish kind of like hue, alright? Yeah, so this is kind of like the horizon line over there. Alright, let's do it. Now we will add the green colors as well in between the reds. Yep, there we go. This wasn't so hard. This wasn't so hard. I thought this would be difficult to kind of like paint very colorful, but no, it wasn't so hard. And then there is frieren. Frieren's face over here. It's absolutely completely white color. Yep, there we go. Oh yeah, over here there is like some kind of like white, so I'm gonna do that, so give me a minute. Yeah, this is like completely white. Her face is like freaking completely white. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is the reason why I said it was like hard to do these colors. Yep. Yep, now I'm gonna paint some white over here because it's like really freaking white over here. I'm gonna push the white towards the green. Okay, just gonna paint it like this because it is gonna be like a skylight kind of like color, so it's gonna slightly appear as a freaking green issue. That is how we achieve color vibration in this. All right, there we go. All right, some green kind of like white flowers over here as well. All right, there we go. But the frieren, the problem is now is like the frieren's color is like really dull in my opinion. All right, the frieren. All right, she's the frieren. Don't worry about it. Yeah, our kind of like school teacher, my school teacher, always told me that not to speak not to address anyone as the. Okay, so I kind of like did that, exactly that right now. Anyways, all right, that's about it. I guess this is it. When I was in school, by the way. All right. Yep, this is definitely hard. This is definitely hard. Oh frick, I forgot that she has a flower hat. Alright, there we go. God damn, this was difficult. Yep, there we go. It is very kind of like muted tone, okay, except for the red, okay. So that's why it was like really difficult. Alright, so I'm gonna adjust the red as well. Give me a minute. It has some sort of like whitish tone to it. Yeah, the farther it goes, the whitish tone kind of like becomes more prominent. Yeah, there we go. It's not necessary, but oh well, whatever. To hell with it. Yeah, this one is also good. This one is also good. All right, this is the only one that I do not like. All right, this one. it could have been much better. I swear to God, it could have been much better. Jesus Christ. Yeah, now this one also looks really good. Once I change the color over here of the grass, this one also looks really good. Yep, colors are definitely difficult to do, to master. The night kind of like scenes are easier, but when it comes to kind of like daylight scenes like this or like this, and there are a lot of freaking people, then it gets kind of like challenging to do like proper colors using a color scheme, because the problem is that there is something called as saturation, and then there is something called as color schemes. All right, hold on, let me explain this to you. I think Marco explained this, so I got the thing from him. Okay, so yeah, there is something called as saturation. Hold on, yeah, there we go. All right, and then there is something called as color schemes. All right, so these are the two lines of defense, if you will. All right, so if both of these lines break, okay, if both of these lines break, then the colors freaking fall apart, which is, I think, what is like happening over here. All right, so yeah, so saturation is like something like you have a lot of freaking different hues. All right, and then there is this one hue that is like very saturated, and that is why it kind of like shouts all right, and that is why the colors look kind of like vibrant. Okay, so that is the thing about the saturation thing. Okay, saturation line of defense. Okay, and the color scheme thing is like you have to stay in the color scheme. If you do not stay in the color scheme, if you kind of like fray too away from the color scheme, then it kind of like falls apart. Okay, then the colors fall apart. All right. So yeah, this is the main thing. Okay, this is the main thing. You can get away with the saturation sometimes. Okay, sometimes, not every time. Okay, but this is the main thing. You have to stay in the color scheme. All right, otherwise it's gonna fall apart. At least that has been my experience. Okay, so for example, look what is like happening over here. This is in warms and it's red, yellow, blues, all right, and greens or teals, whatever you wanna freaking call it. Okay, but that green, this green over here, okay, this in the flowers, this is like a wrong green. Okay, so I have to move it to the warmer side and then kind of like paint it like that. Then it looks proper. Then it kind of like looks proper. Okay, so whether you kind of, so green is a green. Okay, whether it is like a warm or a cool green. All right, green is a green. So we still kind of like have like 4 colors over here. Okay, so this is a double complementary color scheme right over here. All right, so yeah, but over here the problem is that there are a lot of freaking colors over here. So if I were to pick, let's figure out the color scheme over here. Yeah, look at that. So many freaking colors over here. Jesus Christ. Yep, look at that. Okay, still you can consider this as a freaking split complementary scheme. Okay, as a split complementary scheme, you can still consider that as a split complementary scheme, but still it is like kind of like all over the place. The saturation is like kind of like playing it off, in my opinion at least. Saturation is like making it really freaking bad. Really freaking bad. Now it may be kind of like suitable, but still it's like bad, in my opinion. Saturation is like throwing it off a lot. So all right, whatever, man. So yeah, this is not a good kind of like color. So yeah, these are not good colors. Anyways, all right, this is fine. You can just get away with this. I don't know, man. Whatever. This is fine. Whatever. You can get away with it, I guess. All right. Now I have a really freaking good scene over here. This is like a rainy kind of like day scene, so it's gonna be freaking challenging. So we will see about it. We will see about it. Yeah, I'm like kind of like canceling this one. Yeah, this turned out like really bad. This is good. This is good. This is good. Okay, even this is good. Even this is good. Oh my god. All right. Okay, let's do a final one, and then I will end the stream. Like there is like literally freaking no one today, so we're gonna do a final. But I wanted to do this because this is like an important thing. This is like an important thing, at least for me, because you need to be able to kind of like paint big scenes. Okay, like compose and paint big scenes. So that's why I'm like doing this, and this is like very challenging. Frieren's colors are like very challenging because one, they are very grounded to reality, okay, and they are dull as fuck. Okay, we are still not close to what this guy does. Okay, over here, this guy is freaking crazy. I don't know how he does it, but he has like a lot of freaking saturation, I guess. That's why. Anyways, so you gotta be able to do something like this, because Frieren's colors are really freaking challenging because they are very grounded to reality. Okay, they are very desaturated and very grounded to reality, and also it is tricky. Okay, they are tricky. So yeah, that's the reason. They are very tricky. Like all of these freaking anime, Naruto, and all of these, I don't know, dull freaking animes, they're very tricky to do, I guess. Yep, look at that. I'm struggling as I'm like going with this one. I'm literally struggling right now. Don't know what color is the trunk, but okay. Alright, I'm concentrating. Sorry about that. Sorry if I'm like not talking too much. Let me concentrate, please. Yep, I kind of like did this in a very bluish kind of like tone. Alright, very bluish tone. Alright, I think that's it. This is the main kind of like character over here for frieren. Yep, it's still bad. It's still, I swear to God, this is still bad. I'm sorry about that, guys. This is still freaking bad. I don't like this at all, not one bit. Yeah, this is the reason why frieren's kind of like colors, they're so difficult to do. Okay, this is the exact reason why. Frieren's colors are like really freaking difficult to do. Yep, there we go. I swear to God, I fricked this up. Alright, that's it. Oh my God, this is freaking scary, I swear to God. Yep, this is why it's so freaking difficult. This is the reason why it's so freaking difficult. All right, this is difficult. This is hard. God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna try and attempt to fix this shit. This may be good, maybe. All right, maybe there is a chance. There is a chance that this may be good. Yeah. Now it's kind of like acceptable, at least a little bit acceptable. Yep, it is kind of like at least a little bit acceptable now. I'm sorry guys, this is hard. This is definitely hard. Jesus Christ, this is definitely really hard. Sorry for today's stream to be like really boring, but alright, this is definitely hard. Like, Jesus Christ. Yep, now it's kind of like acceptable, like we are at least going somewhere with this one. Yep, this is really hard, especially these grounded colors to make them freaking vibrant, I swear to God. Yeah, we can do something like this to make them kind of like vibrant. Okay, to make this scene kind of like vibrant, we can do something like this. The same thing that we did in this one as well. Yeah, something like that. Or maybe just, I don't know, increase the saturation a lot. Something. Sorry, decrease the value a lot. Something like this. And increase this value. Yep. Yep, something like that. Something like that can happen. Even over here. Yep, this can definitely work. Okay, so we kind of like increase this value over here, and yeah, this definitely, I guess this works much better than the previous one. The previous one was like really freaking dull. Okay, so that's why it was like, I don't know, throwing me off a lot. The previous one was really dull. It was really freaking throwing me off. Can have a higher value over here as well. Oh God. Alright. Yep, this is definitely difficult, but it's still better than the previous one. Anyways, I guess I'm like gonna stop over here. So yeah, so my notes for this would be something like, hold on, let me just for my notes for this would be something like okay, have a good color contrast. So hold on, yeah, good contrast. Alright, something like that. If we have good contrast, then we will have good colors. That's the story of this. Even over here there is not enough contrast, so there is not enough kind of like vibrancy to the colors. If we have good contrast, we will have good colors. Alright, so values are everything. We have good contrast, good colors, alright, and keep in color schemes as well, alright, color schemes and proper kind of like saturation. So yeah, 3 pointers over here, good contrast. Hold on, let me just delete this. Plus color schemes plus saturation, or I can write it as plus dull and colorful. Saturated. All of this combined equals good color. That's it. This is probably the formula. Yep, this is, color is difficult. Yeah, the color is difficult. I kind of like totally believe in that now. Color is truly difficult to master, and I need to learn a lot, especially these colors over here. These are exceptional colors, to be honest. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this off stream as well. To hell with this. Like probably after dinner or something, I'm gonna do that kind of like off stream. Yeah, I am not happy with this one. Okay, it's fine now. Okay, but I'm still not happy with this one. I'm not. This is better than, I don't know, this one, I guess. Okay, but they are of the same kind of like breed. Okay, this is fine. This is the best. Okay, this is the best of them all, and this is also really good. All right. So yeah. Oh my God, I'm not happy with this one. This is also trash. This is fine, and this is fine. This is the best though. Alright, that's about it, I guess. 2 hours wasted, probably. I don't know. All right, gotta learn more, gotta learn more colors. Jesus Christ, this is what I was like doing from my memory. I don't know if I did it right or not. Okay, but yeah, whatever, man. Alright, whatever. This is like a waste of stream, I guess. No viewers, no good color, kind of like learning. Alright, so yeah. And now it kind of like looks vibrant. Jesus Christ. I'm trying everything to make this freaking vibrant, but it's not happening. But okay, whatever, man. Anyways, that's about it for the stream. Alright, so subscribe, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, follow me on my Twitch and whatever. Alright, I might delete this stream because this is like a freaking waste of time stream. I never kind of like wanted to stream today, okay, because I wanted to study this. Alright, I wanted to study this, but yeah, whatever. Alright, that's about it, I guess. See ya. Alright, see ya. Goodbye. I was experimenting. Okay, I'm still gonna experiment. Maybe after dinner or something. Okay, we will see about it. So, don't know.